Hello everyone, welcome to another video with my life in the middle. This is your girl Lanisha, and I am here to kind of round up my Paris haul. Yes, I mean I've been dragging this out. My God, I thought I would have gotten all this out to you much sooner than this, but listen, better late than never. So just a quick recap. My best friend and I, we went to Paris for my 40th birthday towards the end of last year. We had a fantastic time. However, in me going to Paris, I wanted to buy myself a birthday bag. Initially, when the idea of going to Paris for my 40th birthday had arisen, it was, okay, I'm going to go to Paris and try to play the lottery system to get my first Birkin bag. However, you know, God has been good to me, and I have been able to get two Birkin bags before my 40th birthday, and I have a special order or an a la carte order on the way. So with that in mind, going to Paris, I no longer had a need to try to play the lottery and get my first Birkin bag because it was not a need anymore. So I wanted to get a bag that would signify my 40th, you know, and what else bag than to get but a Chanel bag, right? So I have been privileged to have a wonderful relationship with my past SA at Hermes. I say past because she is no longer at Hermes. So I was privileged to have a beautiful relationship with her for 2 years. And I mean, I would like to think that she has become a lifelong friend. And I have been privileged to have a beautiful relationship with my Louis Vuitton SA. So when thinking about my other favorite luxury brand, it would be Chanel, and I have no relationship with any SA in the United States. So why not? Why not try my luck? Now, from this bag came out the Chanel 25. I loved it. I really loved it. And yeah, it's expensive. I mean, it's not the cost of a Birkin, but it's an expensive bag for what it is. But I like the casual look of it. I like that it's a nice shoulder bag. It looks like it would be a great everyday bag. And so I have had that on my wish list from I first saw it. But then here's the thing with these Chanel bags. When it came out, it was hot. It was hot. You know, everybody wanted one. You know, people who had relationships with SA Chanel's were pre-ordering and trying to get their hands on it. And even people who did have relationships had to go on wait lists for these bags. So it had become a bag that was kind of hard to get, you know, in the United States, or at least from what I have heard or in my questioning at my local Chanel boutique at Saks and, you know, around, you know, neighboring areas. It was a hard bag to get your hands on, especially in the specifications that you may want, right? So in going to Paris, I said I wanted to get a Chanel 25. If I got nothing else, if I bought nothing else in Paris, I wanted the Chanel 25. Now, I knew it would probably be a bit difficult, right? I knew, you know, to get the Chanel 25 in the color I wanted, and I wanted the size medium, that it might be a bit difficult. So I was dead set. This is what I want. If nothing else, I'm leaving Paris with this bag, right? So yeah, I had to have it. So I'm going. So in getting to Paris, we first went to the Galeries Lafayette, and I went to the Chanel boutique in the Galeries Lafayette, and I asked, do you guys have any Chanel 25 bags? Now, the gentleman did bring out two Chanel 25 in the medium size. One was like a brown suede bag, and one was like a shearling bag. Now, the shearling it is not for me. So I told him no, thank you. But the brown suede was very tempting because I love suede and I love brown. However, I'm thinking, this is kind of an expensive bag to buy in suede, right? And the whole idea with this bag is that I want it to be a nice everyday bag where I could wear it and kind of be a little carefree. And I love that the Chanel 25 came in caviar leather, which is very hard wearing. So even though the Chanel in the suede was very, very tempting, I couldn't do it. Not for that price. Not for that price. And you know, that sales associate, you know, told me, hey, listen, there's no more. You're not going to find it anywhere else in Paris. So, you know, you might, please do consider. So I was like, okay, so you say, okay, but I'm going to try. And that was on my mind, like, oh my God, am I really not going to find this bag? This is the one bag I said I wanted for my birthday. And yeah, I know I'm not going to be able to get it, in the US because I don't have a relationship with a Chanel boutique. The Chanel boutique in my area has a long waiting list for this. And so, okay. So I asked my bestie, like, hey, we're not too far from the Chanel flagship store. Care to take a walk? She's like, sure. So that's what we did. We walked about 20 minutes from the Galeries Lafayette to the Chanel flagship store in Paris. And when we got there, the hostess asked, hey, what is it that you may be looking for? I told her, by any chance, do you have a Chanel 25 bag? And she looked at the lady behind her and smiled. And the lady behind her, which is a sales associate, said, well, you were the 10th person to come in here and ask that. And I was like, really? Oh my God. What does that mean? And she's like, follow me. So I went with her, and while we were walking, she asked me, what exactly are you looking for? What color, what size? And I told her, well, I'm looking for a dark neutral color, whether it be brown, black, burgundy, something like that. I am looking for the medium size, and I will prefer it to be in leather. And she looked at me and smiled, and she said, I think today might be your lucky day. And I said, really? Okay, thank you. So she gave us a seat. She told us to, wait right here. And then she went off to the back. When she went off to the back, somebody else, another sales associate, was coming from the back and brought out some bags. Now, there was a group of girls there, or I shouldn't say girls, I should say ladies. There was a group of ladies there that they were just having a time. They were drinking champagne. They were laughing. They were TTTing. They had a lot of bags around them. I mean, they were having a time. And that sales associate had came out and brought 2 bags out for this group of girls. And the 2 bags that she brought out were Chanel 25s. One was in the medium size, one was in the small size, one was in black, one was in like a beige color. So when she brought those bags out, I immediately saw that one of the girls went up and started trying them on, and was taking pictures and trying the bags on. And then I saw the sales associate that was helping me. She came back out of the back room and she whispered something into the other sales associate's ears. And then the girls kept talking. And then the sales associate said something to the girl and she handed back the bag. And she, just kept kiki-kaka with her friend. And then they put the bag back in a dust bag and they took it back in the back. And that was it. That's all I saw. And then the party of the young ladies, they were there and they finished their champagnes and they left. They didn't buy anything. And they just walked out and left, and that was it. Then a few minutes later, after they left, I see my sales associate. She came back and she had 2 bags with her. And she said, okay, she's like, I just knew you wanted this bag, so I had to have you try it. And I looked at her and said, well, thank you. So she said, I brought both the small and medium, but I think the medium would be more for you. But I just wanted to bring both of them for you to try. So I did. I tried them. And the funny thing is, the bag, the black one in the medium, it wasn't exactly what I was looking for. I didn't even realize that they had this style, but I really liked it. I liked it. And when I tried it on, it was like, yes, it's meant for me. And so I came home with it. So I did try to do like an unboxing video while I was still in Paris. So I will kind of insert the clips of that video here. However, right now, what you're going to see is not an unboxing, but I guess a reveal of my birthday bag, my Chanel 25. So here it is in this dust bag. And here she is. So I still have some tissue paper on it and everything. So I am now going to undress her with all of you. So here she is. This is the Chanel 25 in calfskin leather, and with the multiple tone hardware. So yes, so I was thinking I wanted the caviar one, but when I saw this and I saw it had a two-tone hardware, I was just like, yes, this gives it a little bit of edge. It gives it a different bit of look. It is me. It is me. So, and I love my Chanel 19. And the thing I love about my Chanel 19 is the dual tone hardware, the silver and the gold. So, and this has that look. And so it gives it a little bit of a uniqueness. So here she is. Yes. So this pocket has the silver hardware. And then this pocket has the gold hardware. All right. She does come with an inner pouch, and the pouch has silver hardware. It's attached to this lanyard in the bag. You can detach it, but the lanyard stays in the bag, so you can use this as a catch-all pouch elsewhere, but you wouldn't be able to use it as a wristlet unless you buy an additional strap somewhere, because yeah, the strap is attached. I don't know if you can see, the strap is attached. It won't come off. So yeah, so there you go. Inside the bag, it's a black hole, you can't see, but it's cloth lined. It does have a side slip pocket, and it does have a very small back slip pocket. There is no other inner zip pocket because, you know, you have the pouch. So it's just a big, basically tote bag, which I absolutely love. Yes, OMG. So yes, so this is my birthday bag. Yes. Oh my God. I'm so excited. But, you know, needless to say, I basically got this bag within 12 hours of landing in Paris. Yes, your girl was on a mission. And I'm going to tell you this. After I got this bag, it was like I could relax. Because, you know, I'm the type of person, when I put my mind to something, I gotta accomplish it. I am not gonna be happy until I accomplish it. And the fact that I was able to get this accomplished in the beginning of my trip, it just set the tone for the rest of the trip. It was like, yes, nothing can go wrong. I mean, it's time to party. It's time to have fun. Okay? And not to say shopping isn't fun for me. I love shopping. I love the thrill of the hunt, and the fact that, you know, I went in for the kill was very, very thrilling to me. So getting it at the flagship store, how better could this be? The same store that I got my very first Chanel bag, which was a Chanel Classic Flap Jumbo, right? The same store is where I ended up getting my birthday bag. And when we walked in and the sales associate is saying, you're the 10th person to come in here and ask for this bag, and I think today may be your lucky day. Yeah. And then, you know, the funny thing is, I think they knew that those ladies, I think they knew they weren't going to buy the bag. I think they knew that they were just there having fun, trying on bags, and they weren't going to buy the bag. And so I don't know. I don't know what they told that group of young ladies. I don't know what they told them, but they got it back from her. They kept it in the back, and she brought it out to me. And so that meant a lot. Because, you know, that sales lady, she was making sure I got that bag. She did. And another thing that did occur while we were there is I wanted the opportunity to try on my first Chanel tweed jacket. It's something that I've always wanted, but never had the opportunity to really get my hands on. And I never thought it would actually fit me. So while I was there, I asked her, hey, I'm not looking to buy this right now, but I would love to try on some tweed jackets. And she was so gracious. She really made it a wonderful experience. She got a fitting room ready for me with a bunch of different tweed jackets in my size for me to try on, for me to see how it would look on me. And it was a great experience. I really kind of now have an idea of what type of tweed jacket kind of fits me and the style I like. And yes, that is my next goal. But y'all, them tweed jackets are expensive. I mean, them tweed jackets were more than the bag. Okay. Listen. Woo, I don't know. So yes, now you know, obviously I am late to the game. I mean, it is 2026 right now. I just got my Chanel 25 in late 2025. I'm pretty sure there is a bunch of different unboxings of the different Chanel 25. I know that the Chanel 25 mini is now the new it bag and everybody's unboxing that, but I am a 5'8" girl who is a size 12. A mini is a little bit too small for me. So, you know, that's not going to be part of my agenda. But would I consider another Chanel 25 in the future? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I'm actually thinking that I would like one in a metallic color, like either a metallic silver or a metallic gold. I'm actually thinking about that. And I might want that one to be in the small size. I don't know. You tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. All right. And oh, before I even forget about this, the savings, y'all, the savings in getting this bag in Paris and getting the VAT refund versus getting it in the US, OMG, it was a significant savings. And I will calculate that and I'll put it on the bottom of the screen to see how much I saved. All right, so tell me what you think. How many of y'all out there already have your Chanel 25 bag and y'all looking at me like, girl, finally. You late to the game, you know. Tell me what you think if you already have one and how you like in yours. Tell me, you know, what you think about this style with the calf skin and the, you know, the dual tone hardware. You know, the sales associate reassured me that this calf skin is actually very durable. It's not like lambskin that is more, you know, more delicate. So I was happy to hear that. Tell me your experience with calfskin bags. I know it's basically the same type of leather that the Chanel 22 bags are in. And let me know. And if you are watching this video and you like this type of content, please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe. It will mean a lot to me if you do that. And if you have not already, what you waiting on, okay? For those of you who've been riding with me, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I will see you in the next one, all right?
Hi, did you like my mommy's video? Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. She'll be really happy. Bye!
Bye!